Hey Canucks fans, Elias Pettersson shines at All-Star Weekend, and the Canucks have called out some reinforcements from the farm. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks Take All in One Take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Saturday, February the 4th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. No late night live streams on the weekend on Friday and Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow night, Sunday night at 10:30 Pacific. I hope you can join me. We'll be talking about All-Star Weekend. I'll bring in Coach Patrick to chat for a few minutes, and then we can start to preview some actual Canucks regular season games. They got Jersey on Monday, Rangers on Wednesday, and then a showdown with Bo Horvat and the Islanders on Thursday. To get ready for this week, the Canucks called out some reinforcements. Now, we know that when they last played at the end of January, it seems like forever ago, Mikheyev announced that that was his last game. We know that Lockwood was out with some concussion issues as well. Horvat is gone. Beauvillier is in. But the Canucks only had 10 forwards on their roster. So they called up 3 because usually you have 12. You have 13. You dress 12 and you scratch 1. So the Canucks today called up Vasily Podkolzin, called up Phil Di Giuseppe, who was up and down for the week prior to the break, and Nils Aman, who started the season with us, but then was sent down to Abbotsford. I think it was early December. So again, these 3 forwards will come up. Probably 2 of these 3 will play unless someone like Sheldon Dries or Jack Studnicka is scratched. So now the 13 forwards that the Canucks will have on the roster are the top 6, which I think predicting are going to be PD, Besser, Kuzmenko, Miller, Garland, and then the newly acquired Beauvillier. And then you still also have Lazar, Joshua, Studnicka, and Dries. So those were the 10. Now you add Podkolzin, you add Aman, and you add Di Giuseppe. My guess is Di Giuseppe will be the healthy scratch. You can put in Dries and Lazar or Aman, any of those guys, as your center. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe Di Giuseppe plays and Nils Aman is the healthy scratch. So you go with the top 6 that I mentioned. Then you could run a third line out of Dries between Di Giuseppe and Podkolzin. Maybe you bring in the 2 Abbotsford guys, where you call that third or fourth line, and then you can keep your fourth line together of Studnicka, Joshua, and Lazar. So a lot of ways that they can go with it, but the main point is Podkolzin, Di Giuseppe, and Oman called up from Abbotsford. Expect to see 2, if not all 3 of them in the lineup on Monday. Now, let's get to All-Star Weekend. I know let's get it all the way now. It's so surreal to see Bo Horvat with an Islanders patch, wearing number 14. Yesterday, he was wearing the Islanders reverse retro in the skills competition, though I don't think he did anything in the skills competition aside from pass the puck a few times. And then, of course, today, announced as now playing for the New York Islanders, but announced in the Pacific Division lineup. And it was great. It was great to see Horvat and PD play together. They no surprise they played on the same trio along with LA Kings forward Kevin Fiala. No defenseman. They only got burned once. It was pretty bad though. They're all in the middle of the ice together, but otherwise they accounted for 3 goals. 2 of them counted, and they're all by PD. So PD could have had a hat trick, but his first one, man, Peter DeBoer called for a coach's challenge and was successful. So it called off his first one, which is probably his nicest one, actually. He faked going between his legs and then put it over Hellebuyck. Then the 2 that did count, a nice centering pass from Horvat, and then a really great, strong wrist shot to help the Pacific Division, at least to spur their comeback that ended up being a little bit short. So it kind of stinks. They're still playing right now, and I'm recording this. Not they're playing, but the other games. But I just care about the Pacific Division, obviously. And PD had a very strong showing in today's game. So I think if somehow they had beat the Central Division and then won the tournament, I know that's 2 wins that they're not going to get. PD could have been building up a case to be the All-Star MVP. Last night, he was the MVP of the hardest shot competition, beating some really strong competition to win that contest. And it's not often that a forward wins that, so that was good to see. But yeah, I've seen the highlights of showing the flex on a stick, and I think if he's not almost I wouldn't say a household name, but if he's not a very recognizable player throughout the league right now, I think this weekend is certainly going to help boost his star quality a little bit. And it really leaves no doubt. It makes sense because the Canucks are saying this is the one player who's untouchable. more untouchable than Quinn Hughes, more untouchable than Thatcher Demko. This is the one guy that you build around. So I think they're going to open up the coffers. They're going to sign him to whatever it takes next year, maybe dangle the captaincy in front of him as well in the offseason. Regardless, this is the one player that you need to keep in this organization. And Petey, if of the 4 All-Star games that have gone since he's come in the league, he's been voted in, or he's gone 3 times. So in 2019, in his rookie season, that's the one where I told you that I got to meet him in San Jose. He participated in the fastest skater, came in 5th out of 8. And then he also was in the puck control relay. And I talked about this in my previous vlog. He came in dead last because he just didn't have a good puck control relay. So he was fastest skater and puck control relay in 2019. Then again, he went in 2020 and he participated in the hardest shot and did pretty good. He didn't win or anything, but he did pretty good. He did 102.4, I think, or 103 or something like that. And I think it was 102.4, so not bad. And that was where you have that gif of him kind of skating around, making that kind of surprise face. So that was in 2020. So 2019, he went his rookie season. 2020, he went in his sophomore season. 2021 was the weird divisional alignment thing. So he actually did not, was no All-Star game in 2021, so he didn't go. Then 2022, it wasn't him, it was actually Thatcher Demko. Remember, PD had a slow start to the 2021-2022 season coming out of the weird COVID year. And Thatcher Demko, though, was amazing. And we know that because he was good even when the team was bad. And then he was really good when Bruce Boudreau. So Demko was the Canucks representative in 2022. And then right now, this weekend, PD went again. So again, of the 4 All-Star games that have been played since PD's come in the league, he's been the Canucks representative in 3 of them. No surprise, he's our best player, he's our franchise player, and I'm sure there are going to be many, many more All-Star appearances for Elias Pettersson as his career goes on. So really, just want to say hello today on this weekend, on this fine Saturday, and talk to you about the news about Podkolzin and Di Giuseppe and Aman coming up. Who do you think is going to be the healthy scratch? Where do you think those guys are going to play? And do you think they'll stick? Pearson's not coming back any soon. Mikheyev's not coming back anytime soon. Sounds like Lockwood might be a little bit away. So maybe some of these guys will get a bit of runway. And let me know. Let me know your thoughts on the All-Star weekend. I wasn't a big fan of last night. I thought it was kind of boring. I like the traditional ones. I like the hardest shot, the fastest skater, those kind of the accuracy shooting, as opposed to the more gimmicky ones, that seem to change every year depending on what location, what venue they're in. So let me know what you thought of last night's All-Star skills competition. Let me know what you think of today's All-Star games, and especially on Pettersson's performance in everything, both the skills and the game, and seeing Horvat in Islanders colors. Let me know. We'd love to read, react, and reply best as I can. Thank you for your support. We're over 9,750 in subscribers, so we might get to 9,800 before the middle of this month, as opposed to the end of this month. Shout out to my sponsors: Van Seat Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training, Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for supporting me. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. So comment, subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, leave a donation, whatever you want to do. I appreciate your support, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for my live stream at 10:30. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a fabulous weekend. God bless, and go Canucks go.